Hey guys, so as you can tell from the title, this story is about green poop. And I need to give you a little bit of context. This is actually an old story, something that happened to me 18 years ago. Yes, 18. And the reason that is significant is because it was in New York City in 2001. Um, Obviously, September 11th is one of the most devastating things that's ever happened to the city. I'm a lifelong New Yorker. I was here when it happened. And like all other New Yorkers, I dealt with the aftermath. I dealt with the anxiety and the fear and the depression and the rage. Um, and as you might remember, there was this month after September 11th when people were just, I don't know, like trying to get it together. I mean, the first week, obviously, everyone was just checked out mentally. But then little by little, people were coming back to work and returning to their normal lives. But there was this sense of kind of feeling guilty for just like living your life and doing things that didn't have to do with mourning and sadness. Um, and, maybe a month in, people were finally starting to feel normal. And all of a sudden, what happens? Anthrax. Um, you might have blocked it from your memory, but there was some sicko who was sending anthrax through the mail to different journalists and politicians, and all of a sudden, New Yorkers were just freaked out all over again. And now we had something new to fear. It wasn't just like the building you're working in being struck by an airplane. It was, chemical warfare and being poisoned. So that was something that was totally on everyone's mind. And I think everyone was just a little bit uneasy, and every kind of cough or not feeling quite right, we were like, what's going on? Um, so it's October 2001, and, I'm trying to just live my life, do something normal. And I go to a Burger King where they have this special Halloween promotion where they're selling these slushies. They're kind of like Slurpees. Um, these, frozen cold drinks, and you get your choice of either orange or black, in honor of Halloween. And I don't know what possessed me. I chose black. And it was tasty, didn't think much about it. Um, the following day, I'm in the bathroom at work in the stall. It's kind of dark, and I don't know about you. I feel like this is one of those things we all do, but no one admits to. I was pooping, and I took a look at my poop. And again, the lighting was kind of dark, but I could have sworn that what I saw was green. And I don't know, maybe it was just a fear of the unknown or a fear that I was sick, but I was like, this is too weird. This can't be happening. So I kind of, that first incident, I put out of my mind. Well, the next day, I was at home where my bathroom is well lit. I look down, same thing, only I'm not talking like subtly army green. I'm talking bright fluorescent green, like lime green. Um, and I was scared shitless. Shitless. No, I was really, really scared. My very first thought was, holy shit, I've been poisoned. This is like chemical warfare. This is terrorism. I'm dying. Um, so I immediately get on the computer, I Google it, and I'm reading stuff about like how, green poop can be a sign that there's something wrong with your digestive system or with your bile ducts. Um, but I knew it was something other than that. And keep in mind, this was 2001, before Facebook was, like, it was just a student thing. There was no Twitter. It wasn't easy to like get in touch with strangers and reach out to people or like hashtag things. If you wanted to know about something that was happening in real time, you just had to like go on message boards. And I did, like, again, I was entering all these terms like green poop, green shit. I actually did green stool, and one of the things that came up was like a furniture catalog, and it was like, this lovely green stool will work very nicely in your living room. But finally, I found this message board, and I was seeing the same things over and over. People saying, "Oh my God, I'm so glad I found this. It's so relieving. It's so nice to know that other people are going through this. I'm so relieved. I thought I was dying. But people have to know about this. Something has to be done. And I'm scrolling. Like, what is it? What's the thing the common thread that everyone has? And sure enough, I keep seeing Burger King, slushy, black slushy. Um, as it turns out, the way that they made this slushy look black is they used massive amounts of this green dye. Um, Again, I don't know if like they were mixing blacks and greens or whatever to give it like a spooky kind of color, but according to these messages, people had contacted Burger King, and they said, yes, we know about the situation. It's due to the dye. It's harmless. You know, that's that. So obviously, I'm relieved. There's an explanation for why my poop is green. Um, but a few minutes later, I get really angry. And I'm like, we're in a time and place where people are so overly sensitive about their health. And here are all these people who are kind of in the dark, like me, or like I was 5 minutes ago, thinking that there's something really wrong with them. So Burger King has to get the word out. So I call the location where I got my black slushy, and as soon as I mention it, this woman kind of like dismissively, she's like, "Yeah, we know about it. We're not gonna we're not gonna keep making it." And I said, "Well, that's fine, but there are thousands or hundreds of thousands of people out there who don't know that, who think that they're sick. So you guys have to like get the word out somehow. I don't know if it's again pre social media. Like, do you do a press release or I don't know what? But they were just like, whatever, it's done. We're not going to do it again. And again, I'm like really irate. I was like, how can they get away with this? This is causing fear and anxiety and misery to a lot of people. So I went on this mission. Like, believe it or not, I actually reached out to the FDA and I explained the situation, and they actually connected me with the guy who was like the head of like dyes and perfumes or something like that. And I told him what happened, and he said, well, I'm assuming they used a certain green dye, which is perfectly legal to use. They're under no obligation to warn you about anything. You know, it's unfortunate that happened to you, but there's kind of nothing you can do. So, I wish I could say there was like a funny ending to this. There wasn't. It was a lot of fear, anxiety, and a sense that like corporate America had kind of screwed up. But it was certainly something that made me very appreciative for my health, made me realize the importance of researching and doing detective work. Obviously, if you're watching this and you have green poop, definitely don't jump to conclusions. Do your research. But obviously, if you're feeling sick, go to your doctor. So anyway, that's my green poop story. Thank you so much for watching.